This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Well, listen, let's get to the fan questions. We have a few this week, and so I want to transition over to those. From a wrestling historian, he says, whose idea was it to have you two work a program together?
It was actually Vince, and the reason why is because Vince wanted me to shave my head. My hair was receding, and Vince didn't like it, and he wanted to turn me from the funny Olympic hero character into the wrestling machine. And that was Vince's idea. It was always his idea to do that. So, I agreed with him, and I knew my head was, my hair was, I was losing my hair, definitely. And you understand what I'm talking about, Paul.
I have no idea where you get that from, Kurt, but
you know what? I was happy to do it. And the
bald is beautiful.
We even got to pull a rib on Edge and make him think he shaved his head. He was going to shave his head.
Well, you know what? That's the look that sucked your wife in. So it all worked out for you in the
yes,
end.
Yes, it did.
So there you go.
She likes the bald-headed man.
She does. She likes that Vin Diesel look.
Likes to rub the head.
I could go so many places with that. Richie is up next. He said, who came up with the chair bouncing off the ropes when you tried to hit Edge with it? Would you just change that spot today if you could?
Never. That is the best spot in the world. Fit Finley came up with it, and I absolutely loved it.
People are still doing it.
I did it like 7 or 8 times after that. I was addicted to that spot. I loved it. I'm usually a serious competitor wrestler, but I like doing comedy spots. So this was definitely.
We know. We saw your ass cheeks.
To me.
Yeah, we saw your ass cheeks. We know you like comedy spots. Ben says, did your prior friendship with Edge make working together easier, or were there challenges to working with someone you were so close to?
It made it easier because I said before, if you stiffed them, you didn't have to apologize.
That's right. You can beat the shit out of each other.
Beat the shit out of each other and not have to apologize for it.
That's awesome. And you've already answered this question from our buddy Brad Stanton at Free Show's Top Guy. He said, what's your favorite version of Hogan? Real American or Hollywood? You said it. You're all red and yellow, but baby.
Yes, I love that because he was such a huge baby face and he had such an impact on mainstream America. You know, what he was able to do with the business and transcend it and make it into mainstream. You know, the WWE was basically a territory back then.
Northeast,
Hogan was the beginning of it. He's the reason why the WWE prospered the way it did.
Yeah. He was the catalyst. He was Vince McMahon's guy to help take it national.
Definitely.
Star. Yeah. Adfreeshows.com Slapnut Tyler says, what did you think of Hogan becoming the undisputed champion at Backlash? And did you know at that point that you would have a program with Hogan a couple months later?
I thought it was great. You know, that late in his career, him being able to do that. I'm not going to lie to you. He was a little slower than he was in the past, but he was still really good in the ring. You just had to slow your pace down with him. But I was really excited to work with him. And the crazy thing is, and I believe I'm the only one to ever make Hulk Hogan tap out. And that happened just a couple months after Backlash. That's right, Kurt Angle, the only one to make Hulk Hogan tap out. Listen to me, Hulk Hogan. I made you tap out. Yes.
Add it to your list of accolades. When you were in Vince's office, I made Hogan tap out. There you go. Adfreeshows.com Top Guy Bryant Haremza asks, when you get the program with Edge going, what were your thoughts at this time of his potential? Did you think he had gotten out of the tag team label, in your opinion?
Yes. I even when he was in the tag team label, I didn't consider him a tag team wrestler. I always knew that Edge and Christian would break out and be great singles competitors, and they both had incredible careers, and it wasn't a surprise to me. So I always looked at them as singles wrestlers and not tag team wrestlers.
There you go. Adfreeshows.com. Final question this week. Member Yambag Jones. God, I love that handle. He asked, how much did you ever get to work with Tajiri? He was on an opening match of the show, and I always thought he was incredibly underrated.
You know, he had a great Japanese style. I got to work him a couple of times. His kicks were incredible. I mean, they weren't even stiff. It looked stiff as hell, but he had a very kind of realism to him, and I really enjoyed working with him. He was very physical for a little guy, too.
Yeah, I was a big Tajiri fan as well, man. You're right. Everything he did.
Yeah. He had comedic timing. The kid was incredible. I mean, he had so much talent, not just in the ring, but overall.
Yeah, he had that comedic timing, like you said, but also in the ring, he felt so realistic. His
Yes,
style,
yes, he
authentic
did.
and physical. He could do a lot of cool things in the ring. I was a big fan of his.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.